Morning, everyone. A day off work today, so it can only mean one thing. We are going to brew some beer. Ooh, so welcome to another brew day. Homemade raisin and chocolate cocoa chip cookie, courtesy of Serena, and drinking Troopers Gold Gamble Blend. Bold blend. Right, so today's brew day is one that I was planning on doing ages ago, so long ago, that we're just going to fly through it today. I'm not going to show you much about the grain, I'm going to put that information up on the screen, but basically what we're going to do is we're going to get straight to things like the mash and then straight into things like the boil. And then I've got a couple of things I want to show you, recent additions to the Brew Shed, which I think you're going to find as exciting as I do, and also talk about a few hints and tips, little tricks here and there that I think you should always be thinking about when you're brewing. But yeah, like I said, a really quick one today, just going to fly through it, and at the end of it we should have a stout, and we're going to keep that one for Christmas. Right, cheers, and I will catch up with you in a bit. That's lovely. Okay, so we've cleaned up everything we need to. The water is boiling, getting up to a temperature of about 49 degrees, where we're going to put the first malts in for 15 minutes, and then we're going to whack it up to about 65 degrees and then boil for an hour. So I'm just going to run you through the ingredients really loosely, but everything will be in the link down below for you to see, and I'll probably put some graphics up on the screen as well. But here it is. So here it is. This is the Staple Stout grain kit from getabrewed.com. I'll put the link in the description below, and it's 2 packs, about 6 kilos. Again, I'll confirm all that in the link below, but it's going to be some pale malt, some crystal malt, some chocolate malt for the roasted notes, and some wheat malt for the head. We're going to be putting that in, it says on here, for 49 degrees, 15 minutes, and then to bring up the temperature to 65 for another 60-minute boil. We've got some hop additions which we'll go into later as well, and we're going to be fermenting it at about 18 degrees for about a week to 10 days, depending on my schedule. Okay, so we're nearly at the boil, and we're going to boil for 60 minutes. We have 28 litres of wort in the kettle, and we are making our first hop addition. We have 60 grams of East Kent Goldings hops, and they're going to go in for the full 60-minute boil, which we're about to put in now, because I think the alarm is just about to go off to begin the timer. Okay, so they're going in, and then it's 60-minute boil. Right, we'll catch you at the end of that. So typically the weather in Manchester has decided to show its true colours and start raining. It has meant that because I'm brewing outside, I've had to wrap the kettle in a couple of towels, and I've just used some clip fasteners to fasten it to the kettle. It's doing a good job. We're getting a good rolling boil. I've dropped a Werflock tablet in 15 minutes to the end of the boil, and also put in my chiller at the same time to sterilize in the boil, and the alarm's about to go off, so we're just going to then chill this wort down as quickly as possible to the fermenting temperature, as I said before, of about 18 degrees. I'll use a bit of the first chill water runoff, because it will be nice and hot, to clean out the fermenter, which I'm going to add a bit of star sand to make sure is very clean and sterilized. But then, yeah, it's just a question of getting it into the fermenter, putting that on my hot mat inside the shed, and making sure that we can maintain that fermentation temperature of about 18 degrees over the next 10 days. Okay, so that's it from me. I'm going to get that done and then speak to you just before we finish this video. Okay, right, see you in a bit. Welcome to my brew shed. Well, this is the first time I've ever filmed in here because it is in fact my shed, which I've recently put the shelves up in the background for. You can see my old mash tun, you can see my bottle holder, and it's where I'm going to start to store all of the kind of things I use to brew. Right here to my right, we have the Stout. It's in its fermenter now. It's currently going down to 18.8 degrees. The ideal temperature for this is 18 degrees, and what we have is a towel that I'm probably going to wrap it up in at night, and we have the Mangrove Jack's temperature regulator, which is going to do a good job. It's done a great job in the past keeping the temperature of my fermenter as it should be. One thing I didn't prepare for last time when I brewed my plum porter, and actually the pale ale, which is in a cask right next to me, is to leave a little bit of space at the top of the fermenter so that the pressure has enough room to be able to go up and out through the bung at the top of it. I don't want any spill, overflow again, gets all sticky, got to clean it up. So hopefully, because we're at the 23 litre mark in a fermenter which is about 28 litres, we've left enough space. But yeah, a couple of other things in here that you wouldn't have seen before. Here, the fridge, my absolute brilliant best purchase for my 37th birthday, which was last month. This fridge cost me about £100 on Facebook Marketplace. It's where I am going to currently store some of my home brews, this being the plum porter, and I have some cerveza in here, probably a couple of bottles of pale ale as well. It's going to be used for home beers as well. And I have 2 litres, no, that's not piss, that is actually American pale ale. I did bottle that to bring it into the folks at work to try, but I never got around to it. And since I only have that and this amount left in my cask, I'm probably going to keep that and drink it myself. But this area here I'm going to be using for fermenting my lagers and pilsners, which I'm going to get onto very soon. And like I said, my shelving units, which now house all of my home brewing kit and various bits and bobs, as well as this beast here, which I need to work on. So yeah, that is effectively my brew shed now, and the place where hopefully more brews are going to take place. I would like to make some adaptations to it so that I could make it even more accessible. I have a tap on the outside which I'd love to get access to bring inside, and then hopefully some ventilation maybe in here so that we could actually brew in here and not outside in between the house. But yeah, that's it. I've enjoyed this brew day. It's been a different one. I didn't concentrate so much on showing you the processes. I just wanted to get it done. I started it at about 10, well, let's just say 10:30, and it is now 4:30. So it's taken me 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 6 hours. And the most important thing is it's gone really smooth. It's probably one of the smoothest brew days I've ever done. So just a tiny bit of cleaning up left to do, but I'm gonna grab a beer and then I'm gonna grab the dog and take him for a walk. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I've got some really exciting news to talk about in the next video. I've been developing a couple of recipes with the aim of eventually going into production to create a line of beers that I can sell. That's going to be the next big thing for me, so I'd like to take you on that journey. So yeah, keep watching. Hope you like this video, and I will keep you up to date with this stout right there. Oh, by the way, starting gravity is 1.040. It should have been 1.043, a little bit off then, but you know, I just wanted to get this done because it's been lying around here for a while, and we need some Christmas drinks as well as that porter right there. Okay, right, thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon. See you later.